Sometimes you may have photos that have minor blemishes or imperfections. So first I'm going to find a photo that has some blemishes. I'm going to use this photo here that we used earlier to fix the red eye, and I'm going to double click on it to open it. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom in closer to the facial region. Remember that we can use the zoom bar in the bottom right hand corner of your screen to zoom in. We have a minus sign on the left side and a plus sign on the right side. The plus sign will allow us to zoom in. So I'm going to click it a few times. When the photo zooms in, it's going to zoom in towards the center of the photo. If you want to change the center of the photo, you can use this hand symbol here, and then hold down the left click and drag wherever you want to center the photo. I'm going to center the photo like so. And now you'll notice that we have a bit of a scar over here on this cheek. I can then use the Retouch tool, which is found next to the rest of our tools. You'll now notice that my mouse has changed from an arrow to a crosshair or a plus sign. What I'm going to do is I'm going to line up that plus sign in the area that I want to change. So I'm going to put this in the upper left hand corner, and then I'm going to hold down the left click and I'm going to go down and over. The computer has blended the selected area. Let's look at this freckle here and do the same. I'm going to line up the cross sign so that it's outside of the freckle in the upper left hand corner. Then I'm going to hold down the left click and I'm going to go down and over, and when I release the mouse, the computer is going to blend that area together. Let's zoom out to view our work. Over here in the bottom right hand corner, remember we have the zoom bar. I can either click on the minus sign a couple times, or I can hold down the slider bar by lining my mouse up in the middle of this rectangle, holding down the left click, and then dragging it all the way to the left to zoom out. We can now view our work and see that we've changed some of those minor imperfections. Remember, in order to save this file, we can either double click on it 2 times or click Close File, and those changes will automatically be saved. Feel free to get creative with the use of the Retouch tool. I'm going to show you another great example of when you can use the Retouch tool. I'm going to double click on this photo here to open it. You'll notice here in this photo of the ruins of Machu Picchu that there's a hotel here on the left hand side. I don't particularly like this hotel, so I'm going to use the Retouch tool in order to blend the hotel with the nearby trees so that you can no longer see it. Now we're ready to use the Retouch tool, so I'll come up here and I'll click on the Retouch tool 1 time. Remember, my mouse is going to change from an arrow to a plus sign or a crosshair. Sometimes you may need to retouch in pieces because the area you want to select is larger than the total area that the computer can retouch at any one point in time. So I'm going to start with this piece of the hotel. I'm going to hover my mouse outside of this piece of the hotel in the upper left hand corner, and then I'm going to hold down the left click and I'm going to go down and over so that this piece is inside the box. When this piece is inside the box, I'll let go, and the computer is going to blend that area together. Now I'm going to do the same with the rest of the hotel. So I'm going to start in these trees here, and I'm going to hold down the left click. I'm going to go down and over to the right. And when I let go, it's going to blend those trees in the hotel together so that the hotel is no longer there and only trees remain. I'm going to do the same here. Hold down the left click, go down and over. And I'll want to do this a couple more times. Eventually I will have removed the hotel completely and you will only see trees left behind. Now that the hotel is gone, remember I can simply click on Close File to automatically save my changes.